Hello, everybody. This is Theseus Brantley, or you can say it in upright Theseus Twitch. And this is a guide how to become a really good Doom, the Dark Ages Doom Slayer. Basically, I'm trying to say is how to become the best Slayer. So, basically, why are you getting this guide off a 13-year-old? Well, I'll tell you what. I have done nothing, but I have done the Ultra Nightmare skin. Well, I've got the Ultra Nightmares like skins, and I've actually done it. But now my goal is right now to learn off my techs to do 150, 100 speed on Ultra Nightmare. So, how to beat Ultra Nightmare before before the DLC comes out. There is a couple things we need to learn. You need to learn how to use the shield and what text the shield can do. You need to use what type of swap techniques with the guns that you can use. And three, what type of combos can you do on these certain demons? Because these are going to get harder and harder and harder. And fourth, what can improve you? So now, we're going to go into the shoot combos, and I will be right back with you, everybody. Someone laughing. So, we got one demon, and this is about how to use the shield. So now, he's gonna go around. First thing you can do with your shield is start practicing, the parrying system. Because there's stuff about the parrying system that actually throw me completely off, and it's hell annoying. And actually, we're gonna be including settings in here too. So, thing is, timing your shield strikes. So if you time these, you'll get pretty good with it. But there's a problem. Okay, let's just say, there's so many enemies, so you're trying to protect yourself. So you're freaking out. So you're whipping out your shield multiple times, right? Here's the thing that can happen. Here, look at my shield very closely. You see that blue pulse out my shield? If that goes out, and the moment you parry something, it's gonna break your shield. So now, why to share that? Why does it matter? Here, look. See, it damaged my shield. It damaged it when you keep doing this. See it? So okay, now that one doesn't count. But here, let me go out. So yeah, if you keep doing that, if you keep doing this with your shield, and you need to parry something, it damages your shield instead of parrying it. And it's a pretty cool concept to make the parry actually parry the stuff, which is cool. So that's why the player itself needs to be really calm how they do this. They need to just learn when the parrying system happens. This is 150 speed, by the way, so go 100. And so they need to learn how the parrying system works. You have to be calm about it. And that's when a setting comes in, guy, which this is gonna be. It's gonna be at the end of that, actually. So you just need to practice how to do this, and you need to do this with all enemies. The campaign or the repertorium can help, but all it's about is seeing that green attack when the green attack is about to happen. And here, so one of the settings I'll show at the end. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a green arrow. You see that green arrow? See if there's a green arrow? That is telling me to parry. Now, there is a system where it shows you the other attacks, but the other attacks really don't matter. They're just so the green attacks that they do is the dangerous ones. You want to avoid the dangerous. See? So that's what happens when you don't know how to do shield attacks. Now, that's the parrying system. That's how you understand the parrying system. When you get good at it and you know when to time everything, that's good. So now, on our second one is the hold. So if you're in a death encounter or whatever, just right here. So the moment okay, if you feel like you missed a shot or something, you can hold your shield. You can hold L1, whatever control you're on. It's basically the one where you throw your shield. you can hold that down and it slows down time. Like that. And then you can land whatever hit. Just don't mind me dying right there. That's just the like show because I was low health. Because you can only get a amount of certain times to be in this mode. Everything else is slowed down. It kind of except for you just mid jumping or like jump. But yeah, that's how you use the second tech. Now, the third tech is ricocheting. Now, basically, I don't know if anybody heard this, but it's basically like bouncing stuff off the wall. Well, not walls. I don't know if you can bounce it off the walls, but you can hit it off the floor. So, like, you see this? I could probably just like, hold up. So, you see this? Instead of aiming straight, if you mess up, you can aim down at the floor and you should be able to like that. So like this Helm Knight, you can just go like this and then see you can ricochet it. All I'm doing is aiming at the floor. Hold up, you have to have that at a certain angle. So when you start to learn of this, if you feel like you're gonna miss a shot by not doing something good, just learn this tech. This tech might not look that good, but like if it comes to like fodder enemies and you're aiming down and you don't have time to actually look up, this is the best tech to use. Best tech to use in the book. Well, not for me. It's not the best, but it's fine. It's just that I don't see people use it a lot. It's like, I guess I'll break it as a tech. I'll just call it the ricochet. So now, this is called the callback. They mentioned this already. So basically, when you throw your shield, you can recall it. So basically, like this. Hold up. You can basically kill an enemy by doing that. You can basically kill an enemy by doing that. So like all you're doing. So like if you're fighting something, right? You can throw your shield over and over again because it'll do damage. But if you're gonna be attacked, don't do it. I'd recommend not doing it. Just don't. Now, we got the callback too. So now you're not gonna call this one back, but you're just gonna throw your shield and let it come back. And this will damage an enemy by doing that. But your shield will have like some certain cooldown where you can't throw it until the chain spikes come out or whatever it's called. This is called shield swap. I know that, but I just don't know what the. So like, if you're gonna be attacked, like let's say you throw your shield, you misthrow it, and you have that thing where you can't recall it. Like, all you gotta do, if you accidentally throw it, just try getting in the enemy's viewpoint, and it'll stick onto them like that. It'll stick onto them like that. So like, if you just misthrow it, just let it come back, and then yeah, you should be able to. And this is really good. This is really good when you got stuff like this, because because if you throw it and it's taken a very long time, well, no, actually skip that. If it's a heavy enemy and they're about to attack, if you throw it and call it back, see? If you throw and call it back, it'll come back and damage them, but faster. It'll stun them. And that's when the miscellaneous stuff comes in. Okay? So now, that's when you need to learn how many times the enemy, like you have to do this with all enemies. I'd recommend doing it with all enemies so you understand how many hits it takes them to get to falter them like that. When you falter them, like you find so this is what a falter is. You see how that orange, I don't know, the orange yellowish around them is when they get stunned and they're not attacking you for a short period of time. That's basically what it is. And when you're doing that, you just practice that, and it's actually slowly damaging them. So if you keep on doing this spearing, and when you learn how to like falter them, that's when you can start putting in combos. So miscellaneous stuff coming in hot with part 2. This is the parry fist, the falter fist. So basically, when you got your demon, when you got your demon faltered, you basically do this. 1, 2, 3. So it's called the falter punch, and I call this attack the falter punch, because you're faltering them to be stunned, and then you're punching them over and over again. And you gotta make sure like to react faster enough. So like here, let's go to this demon. I'm gonna show everybody this demon. It's called the hold up. I'll show everybody this demon right now. So hold up. I'll just be right back. So this is a cyber demon. So hold up. So you see these? You avoid those. So this is called the cyber demon leader. So leader, yes, it's regular cyber demon, and they're a different type. Falter punch. See, that's how the falter punch works. That's how it works. So basically, you don't count, but you parry the amount of attacks that they give you until they falter. Now, while they're giving you these parry attacks, you can get a couple shots in there, and that's gonna be good. Like I wouldn't say no but or anything, but it's really good. It's really good to get those attacks in. So when you get attacks in like that, it's really handy to get the fistas in. Now, why am I using the fistas? Remember, this is still miscellaneous. Why am I using fistas? Because these are the best melee things in the game. The best damage input, the best melee weapon to have when you're parrying, because you can get 5, 6, or how many you want when you're parrying. So now, I'm gonna show how the system works of the 1 parry, 2 parry, 3 parry. 1 parry, 2 parry, 3 parry. So basically, OPTP TP. OT. Well, basically the OPTPTP. Okay, that's what I'm basically calling it. So basically, okay, what I did there, if you were watching closely, when actually, no, you call it the parry then. So it's basically punch. So hold on, let me redo this. Actually, it's actually parry first. Hold up. Parry, punch, parry, punch, parry, punch. Basically like that. Parry. So now, if you don't have time to do this, just recommend just doing the faltering state, you know. But yeah, you can do it any way you want. Like you can parry, you can like parry, attack, then parry again, which will get them in faltering state. Then you load all your punches, or you can do parry, punch, parry, punch, parry, punch, and then that's gonna get you like your kick form. But you can do it in like different ways. So you can like shoot, parry, and then punch, parry, and then you're gonna still have like 2 more attacks in there. But that's why I recommend like the, you know, I'd recommend it. But I'd recommend everybody else get your upgrades, learning how to learning the measurement of things basically. So like you need to know how much health they kind of have. Well, not health, but like you need to know what can take them. So like basically, Hell Knights. If you have this gun mastered out, if you have it mastered, you can parry, shoot, and it'll get them in their falter state like that. If you don't, I think it can still work. Just I'd recommend here. Let me restart. I'd recommend if you don't have it fully upgraded, because this actually happens. So just pretend pretend that like I don't have the full gauge on there. So basically, if you just basically do this, punch. So if you paid attention, you parry, shoot, shield charge, parry. Oh well, no. You parry, shoot, shield charge, shoot, and it should get them in their filter state. That's basically how it works. For if you don't have this gun upgraded, or that's no. I'm doing combos for the Hell Knight now. What the? Okay, miscellaneous stuff though. Before we get into any combos with the fodder demons, okay, be honest with the fodder demons. I'll show everybody the fodder demons in just a moment. Basically, the fodder demons are like zombies, soldiers, and then these guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna show three things that you can throw your shield at, and it'll just instantly kill them. Soldiers, zombies, metal shield soldiers, and imps. Why did I say metal shield soldiers? Well, these is heated metal shield soldiers. So basically, that's when they're like fully like red up, and you can just throw their shield. Throw your shield, and it'll explode the shield. And then you got these guys, like you can just throw your shield at it. They should just instantly die. I'm not gonna go in the game just to show you, like guys, that like fodder demons. I think you guys don't need like tips on that. All right. These guys. Now, I recommend if you got something far away, because they kind of do shoot far, but also you can like they do a lot of damage kind of up close. Shoot them with a gun or whatever. Get them heated up, like a red heated up, and then you just throw your shield at it. Basically, they teach you this in the campaign, but I'm re-teaching you this. Like you just heat their shield up and throw it. This only works when you have the chainsaw on there. That's only how it works. And then shield guys, you can just throw your shield at it, and this only works on the thing again. You must need the shield saw in it, or it won't work. But it'll only kill one at a time. Like if these guys were grouped, like these guys, like right here, if they were grouped, it'll kill them all. But like when it comes to like these guys, if you throw it at, like it's not gonna work. But if you mastered out the shield and you got that like one ricocheted like ability, you can throw your shield at these guys and it'll like go to like other like fodder demons. No, fodder guys like these, or metals like this. So it's like a chain reaction basically. So next you got the chain guys, and they're hella painful. They're painful. It's just I kind of have trouble dealing with these guys still to this day, because they're kind of like Archatrons. I'll show what Archatrons are. Basically, chain guys, they're kind of like miniguns, but they're kind of weak, but they're hell annoying. Basically, what you can do, if you like have like a heavy weapon that can instantly like heat up your shield, you can basically shield charge into them. Listen. Shield charge into them. Shoot them with the heavy weapon. It should only take one shot, because if you got a gun that takes like 2 shots or 3 shots or 4 shots just to hit something, this guy's gonna hit you pretty hard. You need to stay far away. Well, you need to like maintain like when he's gonna like. So if he was shooting at you, you need to wait. You need to wait when he's gonna stop. Then you can go ahead and like attack him. But anything like that, no. But if you have the super shotgun, like fully max, or you get that like one attachment on it where like it actually just like cracks up the shield, then you can just shield charge, shoot, then throw your shield, and it should like it'll barely do anything. Now you got the stone imps. Stone imps, when I talk about the peering system, they're gonna charge at you. Here, I'll actually go in game. Sorry, I'm only going in game with these guys because they're actually paying. So I'll go in game. So like these guys, they're gonna charge up like that, and they'll do something like that. They'll explode and they're gonna shoot 3 particles.
Let me get rid of that. So yeah, this is the guy right here. He will die to like a super shotgun bullet, but do not waste your bullets on him. Do not waste your bullets. You can. So if you have like a fully like shield charge, like I'll show you guys it later. It's basically when you have like fodder demon kills and like with the shield saw, and it'll charge it up, and you can just bash and it causes an explosion. Those guys, you can just do that one of those on them, and it'll kill them. But other than that, do not waste a super shotgun bullet on them. Or, well, you can, just don't waste any other bullets on him, because he will eat them up. Like, he's just a little cutie guy that can take one bullet. No, you're gonna watch. He's gonna eat up like 1,000 bullets. He kind of feels like that, just without the super shotgun. So don't do that. I recommend you do not do that. Just use a super shotgun, a bash, or just parry him. Recommended. Now we're starting to get on to like the bigger enemies. This is called the heavy demons, and the heavy demons they're kind of painful, and it's like why it's like the first when you're like first starting to learn. All right, so you got two types of imps we're going to be talking about. They have parrying systems too, and they teach you in this game. But I'm going to show you how these guys are different, because one of them goes invisible, does a different attack, and then one of them just does a different attack, but you can see them. This is the invisible. They're called Nightmare Imp, and this is the Imp Stalker. So basically, the Nightmare Imp Stalkers, I don't know if you can see or not, but you can see them. They're the invisible guy. I don't know if it's the arrow. You see the arrow right there, right? This arrow, so like that attack, you just seen it come out of nowhere, right? So basically, it should only take one. It should only take one shield, like one bullet of the impaler to the head, and then they're dead. But here's the thing: if you leave them alone for enough, they will go back invisible. They will go back invisible. I'm telling you right now, it's a painful thing. So kill those guys instantly, or you're just gonna be like, wait, I thought I killed that guy. So yeah, he will go back invisible, and you want to kill those guys instantly. I don't know if I don't know if he's gonna go back invisible since I deal damage to him, but like I'm pretty sure it's this guy right here. He will go back invisible. I think I have to like get away from him a certain amount, so like recommend killing those guys. So then you got these guys. They shoot out those attacks. They're visible. These are the only guys that can shoot out those attacks. And then they can do what a Nightmare Imp does, which is to like lunge at you, which I'll show actually. So I'll go over here. They'll lunge at you like that. They'll lunge like that again. And then they have another attack that's kind of similar like that. Just remember, these guys lunge for, like, see this attack? You can just block that. It's really not. But yeah, you can, basically what you can do, it only takes like, these guys are like, it only takes one bullet to the head. Or you can do other guns, like you can't take care of them, you only need one gun. Just only need one gun. Just I'd recommend not using one of your heavy guns. Do not use your heavy guns, because if you're doing that, you're basically wasting ammo on weaker enemies instead of the bigger enemies that are gonna like eat stuff up. I think you know what I'm trying to say here. Our next demon we're gonna be talking about was the Hellbear. Now listen, I've already dealt with him in the beginning. You guys seen this guy before. This is the common enemy that everybody's been dealing with every single Doom game. Every single Doom guy, you should be seeing this guy. I don't know Doom 1 and 2. I played those games, but I never seen them. Oh yeah, by the way, tip. Basically, you can stop and it will actually stun something. Just tip. But yeah, back to the Hell Knight thing. So Hell Knights, you can just like bing, bing. That's only this. So remember what I said. That's only if you have the shotgun fully leveled up. But anyways, back to what I said. Like for like a combo, you can parry, shoot, shield charge, then shoot. But that's basically a combo. But anyways, other combos, or it only takes one guy basically. But yeah, reasonable combos you should just take care of these guys with is just a parry, super shotgun. If you don't have a gun fully upgraded, parry, super shotgun, shield charge, shoot again, and it should get him in that state. But any other words, it should only. He's kind of like an imp. You can just like turn around and like it'll get him in the weak state. Or it might work, but actually they actually do die just from a headshot. They actually do die. It's just that like I just shot at his like chest, you know. But yeah, it should only take one bullet. If you shoot it close to the neck or the back of the neck or anything like that, it's gonna get them in their faltering state. If you shoot them dead center in the head, it will kill them. It will kill them.
The next demon we're going to be talking about is the Hell Knight. So the Battle Hell Knight, basically. That's what I call it. These guys are pain. So basically, if you have any certain abilities, you can parry, shoot, and it'll get them in their explosive state like that. And then I think it cuts through their armor. So basically, just act like, so guys, just remember how like you just stunned. Basically, stun. It'll get them in their faltering state. Here, so I'll repeat that process again. This is how you fully actually do it. So, but yeah, that was a different combo that I did. That was a different combo. But I'll show what I mean to everybody. When he gets really close, and that's when I'll like but also the moment you parry, you need to actually kind of get a little up close, because that's what's gonna like here. You need to actually get a little up close. See, that's how you do it. So that's basically how you do it. You reach. You can go back and replay that. That's basically how you're supposed to do it. But any other ways, you can do it. You can do it with two guns. This is where I'm allowing you. You can have two guns. So you're all good. But it should usually take one. But you're all good for this part. So basically, if he throws something at you, do this. Break their shield. Hold up. Let me redo that one again. Whoops. You don't. I'd recommend just getting close just to break their armor. So, like, they throw something. So, basically, that's what the combo was. That's how you, like, pump and dump them. You can replay that one just to see how I did that combo on the Hell Knight. But, yeah, let's go back to let's go back to one of them, you know? It's basically, it's gonna be a Battle Knight leader. So, yeah. Alright, Battle Knight Hell leaders, you have to be careful about this one. There's combos for this guy. Basically, you parry. That's basically how you get rid of them. So, you can rewatch that. I don't know what combo I'll call that. I just call it I'd call it the battle leader eliminator. It basically works on every single leader. So basically, parry. But yeah, there's so many combos you can do. There's so many combos you can do on these guys. Like, but they're really dangerous because they're the leaders in. They're the leaders in the campaign, which give you like the hearts and everything like that. But I'll basically give like a really short one. Parry. Break their shield. Basically, you parry. If they're gonna throw something at you, you're gonna use the holy, whatever it's called. Like it's called I think it's called the holy strike or whatever it was. Use that, you. So the moment they get stunned, they can't do nothing. You charge into them. You shoot the super shotgun, break their shield. Then you should have time to like throw your punches in there, get another shot, and then parry the rest attacks, and then you should be able to just get rid of them like that. It's pretty simple. It's actually pretty simple. Then other combos you can do. You can you can go far away, or I'd recommend not doing this. Don't do this just to break the shield, or you're just like if he's stunned, you can go up close and shoot him in the head a couple times, and then like give him a super shotgun bullet. Yeah. But basically, if you're gonna try doing it far away, I'd recommend using the cycler just to break the armor. Then get in there. 1, 2, 3. Parry. Just like that. That's basically how you do it. Now we're moving on to our next. We're gonna move on to our next demon on the list. And remember, I used the how to I named it. What was it called? The Falter 1, 2, 3. Basically, the Falter punch. Now we're gonna move on to our next enemy. So our next enemy is the Pinky Rider. Pinky Riders are kind of a pain in the butt. They're really not. So if they're in like regular states like this, you don't like yeah, sure, you can parry some attacks and everything like that. But basically all it takes from these guys is basically how do you say? A shield charge in, a shield charge, super shotgun shot, and it should take that guy off. And then the moment he comes off, you can just throw punches at him, and it should kill the dude. So basically, it should look like this. But if they do something like that, where they back up, so basically you only get 2 punches in there. So get 2 punches in there, and then you should be able to just like shoot them with the shotgun. It should. So basically, let me show you how it actually works. That's the wrong combo. Hold up. I used the wrong combo. Well, no, let me rewrite that combo, actually. But yeah, that's another combo. There's so many combos you can do in these demons. I'm probably gonna, like, write... I don't know. But yeah, there's so many combos you can do. So basically... Or you can do something like that. Just remember, you must have the shotgun fully upgraded. So basically, shield charge, shoot, knock the guy off, and shoot up close in the head of the Pinky. It will get them into their state where they're just done for. And then the other states, like, you can just, like, if you want extra ammo, I guess you can just, like, you can do the combo that was firstly introduced, which is the combo like that. They get yeeted. I swear to God, they will get yeeted. It's funny as hell. But yeah, basically those guys are pretty simple. Yeah, there's no like 1, 2, 3 like combos. Like it's combos kind of like that. Now we're gonna move on our kind of next. It's kind of like the same, but it's the leader. So it's a. No, it's not the leader. It's actually the armored. So my bad. But you'll know what the leaders are. They're kind of like the white palish. So these guys are pretty simple too. Basically, you parry, get them in their falsehood state, shoot. That's basically what these guys are kind of stronger. I don't know. It's like they should be covered in armor and they should be like different. That's kind of how the game responded. Basically, you parry your shield, then you fire a shot to shatter their whatever they got, like a super shotgun bullet. That's only if this is fully upgraded. Remember, this is when there's so you do that. The shield breaks. So you throw your shield to break the shield. Then you throw it again to get them in that stun state. Then you shoot them with the super shotgun bullet. It should get them knocked off. And then you're kind of I don't want to say spamming, but if you're like kind of doing it a little bit, it should just really be something like this. Just like that. It's pretty simple. It's really, really simple. But yeah, there's other tactics you can use too. I got the. This one's just like it's pretty simple enough. This has to do with quick swapping, so you need to do something like this. But basically, you can quick swap how you want in that. But yeah, just miscellaneously, practice pressing R1, R2, L1, L. Hold up, R1, R2, R1, R2, R1, R2. Those are basically the trigger button and the quick swap button on whatever controller you got, or if you're on keyboard, well, you keyboard people are just sweats. So basically you just it's pretty simple, but whatever. We'll move on to our next demon, which is kind of the same, but this is now what I call the leader. Now we got the big boy. Now this one's really interesting to deal with. So basically this gun would be recommended. I think it only takes this gun, and it's really good. So basically, all you gotta do that. Well, just imagine him if he was stunned. Get him stunned like that, and then you just switch over to this gun. Just melts away. But remember, this is another gun if you just want like health. Or you just want to deal with them quickly and be done. But if you just want to get a little fancy with it, I guess you can get a little fancy by doing something like it's a complex combo. So I'll just say that. Basically, you just do something like this. And then you just throw all your punches into them, and then shield bash, and then yeah. You can rewatch that clip. The leaders are just painful. I just recommend. Don't do it in campaign though. Do not do this in a campaign. When you get fully everything max, you can do that. But if you have actually no. If you have the shield and like the guns fully maxed out that I had, you can do it. You can do it in the campaign. Or if you just want to do like some sneak, like you just want to input some like attacks in there, go for it. Go for it. I'm not gonna side for that. Go for it. But basically, you just shoot the leader with the impaler. 1, 2, 3. It should only take one bullet, but basically shield bash you, and then they should go down. Now we're gonna deal with two demons at once. These two demons are the most painful demons that I still even have trouble with because I really ignore them, but I think these guys you kind of should go for too. They're an instant problem. They need to be erased. That's what I'm trying to say. So now we're gonna deal with the Archatron and the armored Arachnotron. Well, they're called Arachnotrons. The regular Arachnotron is the minigun, and the armored Arachnotron is the crossbow one. And it kind of has different abilities. So basically, if you know how to use like your shield, what I said, if you're fully charged with your shield. If you're fully charged, you don't have to put any bullets into like the person. You don't have to. You can just shield bash and then like melee them, and then they're purple state. That's what I'm trying to say. Remember, so these guys, their blocking system. This guy, he spams it. Get behind cover. Get your shield recovered. They both shoot bombs. but the most dangerous one is this one right here. He doesn't have any armor, but he will spam and he will drain your health out. Recommend getting rid of him. But the other guy's like, this guy is just kind of like a supplier. He's fine. But yeah, basically his attack is something like that. But first, you can throw your shield, give him a shotgun, like that. It's the yearbook. But yeah, they should only take one shotgun bullet. And then these guys, I recommend doing a combo something like this. Basically, what I did. What? What? The yearbook? Yeah. So basically, what I did, I shield. Hold up. Oh, okay. Basically, what I did to the armored Arachnotron is that I shield charged. Into him. Super shotgun bullet. It cracks the shield. You throw the shield, throw it again, basically like this, and then you just pump and dump like that. And then Arachnotron, if you're trying to do whatever silly complex combo, you have to be one of the most people that just wants to get themselves killed. All you gotta do is do this. All you gotta do is shield charge, then shotgun bullet. But so that's basically what it's like. Then we got the next demon we're gonna be dealing with. No, I don't remember what was on this. Oh, yeah, the Mancubus's. The Mancubus. This is where all the this is where all the swapping comes in. So now you only need. Alright, Mancubuses. You just dodge these attacks. So there's 3 types of Mancubus. I'm pretty sure there's like 4 types. I really don't know why. One, you got something like this. They shoot stuff at you, and then the other one's the one that shoot gas at you. All you need to do with the one that kind of has no armor on it, all you gotta do is basically give him an impaler shot to the body or head. Like that, or you can just so when you do that, you can shoot charge and shoot him. But yeah, that's why I said when here, let me redo the combo again. So that's just one of the combos. That's why I recommend shooting him in the head to get him, like, so you just shoot him in the head. Then you can just shoot charge and then shoot him. You see the difference when you shoot him in the body. It does that. But yeah, I don't know why people do this. I kind of feel like it's kind of dumb. It doesn't work with me. But some people do this where they shoot, but they go up close, then shoot their head. Like, okay, that's fine and all. But, like, what happens if the guy ends up pound slamming you? What are you gonna do about that? Tell me, what are you gonna do about that? But, yeah, it's fine. It'll get some damage. It's just that it's not gonna kill him, but it's a high risk. But basically, that's kind of one of the other combos, too. You can give him 2 shots of the Impaler, then, like, a far-range shot. If you just fear these guys, just yeah, I'll redo it. What I mean. Basically, 2 shots to the body. 2 shots to the body equal one headshot. How? I'll show you. I'm being for real. It only takes 2 shots. Like 1, 2. See? 1 shot to the body ain't gonna do, and then a shotgun, it's not gonna do. But a 1 headshot, then a shield charge into it, yeah, it'll get rid of them. But yeah, it only needs like 1 gun. You can just shoot them at like a medium range, and then like going close. Basically, Now you got okay. I'm not gonna go in the game and do this, but basically you just dodge all of this guy. He's kind of like the same guy like the Mancubus, just like he just shoots gas at you and does the same thing. Same combos for the mortar. Now we're gonna be dealing with the armor Mancubus. So basically, armor they're pretty simple too. If you have the ability to stun them, you can parry their green attack. They shoot attacks like this. Parry their green attack. Fully charge in on them. Shoot their shield. Get it off them. Like, by doing this thing. Then you're gonna do the recall. Recall shoot like this. So, and then you just stand back, do the like original like this combo. So I'll show you how it works. Like that. So basically, yeah, that's another combo. Just to warm up his shield, like his shield and everything. If you don't have the confidence to do that, trust me, it's safe to do that because they're in their falter mode. But if they're not faltered, then you keep hitting their parry attacks until they're faltered. Then you do the combos. But basically, if you don't feel safe, you just use the cycler, like a far range weapon, or the what was it called? The chain shot, just to get their armor off, and then yeah, you just do the impaler and the shotgun method, and then yeah, you should get rid of them. Now we're gonna deal with the big boys.
Oh, this might be hard.
Now they're the leaders. This is another leader spoiler. So leaders, this is the same guy. Same thing he does. But it takes I think two caps or not. So it only takes like two one of those like green things, maybe three, just to get him in falter state. But since I'm using the Heaven Splinter or what, I don't know what's. Hold up, let me. So this is Heaven Splinter. Yes, it should only take one. So basically, you kind of do the same combo, but the moment you you block, you basically you parry. You parry. Oh, where are you going, sir? You okay? So you parry. You parry their shoot attack like that. Then you get up close, shoot their armor off. Then the moment if you can shoot their armor off, throw your shield, then give them the what was it called? You give them the falter punch, the falter punches, and then but if he wakes up and he gives you that ground slam attack, you can basically block that, shoot him. If he does that again, block that, and then shoot like So basically, I'll show you in the whole process. Just like that.
Bro, this is literally the first level, and it's this.
Okay, hold up. So basically, I'll show how it actually works, guys. This successful this time instead of getting ground pounded. So basically like this. So yeah, sorry there. I was using the what was it? That one combo. The hold up, I'm trying to remember what this combo was. It was the OPTPTP. Yes, the 1 parry, 2 parry, 3 parry. That's basically the combo I was talking about. But yeah, basically this combo, I love using this combo. It's really fun to do. You can go back, review how I did it, and study it a little bit how I did it. But yeah, we're gonna learn on our new one. Now,
before I go any farther, this is where gets a little heavy because we got it gets heavy. You got the Revenant. The Revenants are pretty simple enough, man. I'm not gonna go in like basic explaining with it. All you gotta do,
Bro, what?
basically all you gotta do is like shield charge them and then give them a super shotgun shot, and then it will kill them. It will kill them. They're kind of just like the Hell Knights, just like you gotta like you can't shoot their ghost form at all. That's when they like form up light and they're about to give you what the hell? Okay, they give you the parry attacks. Basically, it's that simple. I'm not gonna go in with these guys. And then the Revenant leaders like this, the Revenant leader. This one's different a little bit. This one's different. So that's why I'm gonna go and game with this one. But yeah, remember the Revenants. Basically, what I'm trying to say, all you gotta do is shield charge them. Then that. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So these guys are different. They hit different. The moment they give you the attack, basically for regular people, you gotta like. Hey, it's pretty simple actually. Hold up, regular people, if you don't have like the super shotgun, like fully maxed, or you don't like.
Bro, what? Why is this so hard?
You don't have like the shield charge, or you don't have the heaven splinter. All you gotta do is like parry both those skulls. You gotta parry both those skulls. Or he'll do something like this. You charge in, do that, bing, 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 give him another shot, and then that's basically how you do it. That's what I call the heavy super shotgun attack. I'll do this one more time. All you gotta do, get them faltered, then do the 1, 2, 3. If they're still not gonna go down, then you should give them a super shotgun bullet. If they're still not gonna go down, that's when you just use the impaler ones and then the quick swapping method, and then it should kill them. But yeah, that's basically how you deal with the leaders. It's basically. And then if you have an extra punch, just like that, yeah. So I have to do another video clip of this. So sorry guys, hold up. So the next one on the list, they're kind of like the regular Revenants, but these things kind of hit differently. Basically you get them, so you charge into them, parry. No, actually, all you got to do is just charge into them, and then it should just take like a super shotgun bullet. I'll show everybody. I'll just actually show the example. Well, I didn't do this for the Revenants. Are so simple to deal with. You can do mini combos on them. Just be careful, just void them and everything. So basically, these guys they're slithery. You can't really do nothing. You can't throw your shield at them. But basically, all you gotta do is shield charge, throw your shield at him, and then yeah, he can't do nothing about it. So basically, do this. They're really simple to deal with. All you gotta do is shield charge, throw your shield at it, make him sure it's done, give him a super shotgun bullet, and then if he's still not dead, just give him another bullet. It'll work. And I'll go in one more time. Basically, you give him the. But yeah, that's basically how you deal with that guy. Now we're gonna get into our next guy. This guy is just Here's a pain in the ass! Okay, so basically this is the Alkali. Meet the ugly. These are the top #1 demons to get rid of. Get rid of these guys ASAP. I don't care if there's Arachnotron. Like, go ahead and deal with the Arachnotron, but the moment you kill the Arachnotron, go for these guys ASAP. You do not want them living, because if you keep them living, they're going to spawn these pools of portals that feel like they know how to read your mind, because, like, you're going forward, and somehow you get, like, you see this thing pop up right in front of you and run into it, and you have no reaction time. They're a pain in the butt. So basically, these guys, all you got to do, here, I'll go in game. Guys, you need to kill instantly. So how to deal with these guys, all you gotta do, you kill this guy, but then
You slow your shield down just to counter where he's gonna go, and then you shield charge, and then yeah, it'll. So basically, I'll show you how it works. Actually, it's called the shield throw for a reason. But if you actually just find them in the state where they can't do nothing about it, okay, so well. So, or you can do a combo like this. Or you don't need to shield throw it. You don't need to shield throw it, actually. You can just do something like this. If they still don't die by that, just give them a punch. They should get in our falter state, but basically that's how that guy works. We're gonna go move on to our leader demon, which is the Alkalite leaders. I don't know why they created these guys. And I will have a short little guide. When it comes to DLC, I'll do another guide on that too. So that's just a tip for everybody. But we're gonna deal with the Alkalite leaders, and then when we get this leader done with, we're gonna do that Kako, and then we're gonna just do the rest. These guys are kind of painful. But there's only like these guys, so you should be all right. But first, we're gonna deal with the Alkalites, and then. Yeah, we're gonna. Okay, Alkalites. Now, basically, all you gotta do with Alkalites, you need to be precise and careful, and you need to wait. Basically, kill their guy. You launch, shoot, give him two punches. Give the guy 2 punches. Listen carefully. Charge, shoot, 2 punches. You block their attack that's coming in. And then you just punch them, and not punch them, but you kick them. That's basically like the third attack into it. So into every one process, it should just look like this. Just like that. Ugly. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so these guys... there's a warning. If he sees it immediately, he might just throw something immediately. But luckily, he didn't do that. But when they come on spawn, and they see you immediately, they will give you no warning. I think it's like some glitch or whatever. They will give you no warning, and they'll just shoot one of those things at you, and it's like, what the fuck? Okay. So, but basically, all you gotta do with these guys, when they get stunned or whatever you call it, like, they're... Because this is, I think they get introduced when you get the Heaven Splitter. You do that, charge in, get rid of them like that. But if you have a fully charged shield, all you gotta do is like stun them with the Heaven Splinter and then charge in, and then all you gotta do is just gotta melee them. So. All in one process should look like this. Oh, whoop, fuck. That's another combo you can do if you fuck up on that one. Just mark that in your book. Make sure of that. So, basically it should look like this. You just get rid of them really quickly. I recommend not keeping those guys up in the air too, because they will send stuff that is painful, just like the purple waves. So I recommend get rid of those guys too. So they're like on the most wanted list. Now, super heavy, I recommend. Before I get into super heavy, I recommend like you guys practicing with all these demons, practicing with the miscellaneous, practicing with the quick type combos I gave you guys, because when you memorize these quick combos from these guys, you gotta kind of carry over those combos over to here. Some of them, they're actually not gonna work. Like this guy only needs like 1 weapon or 2 weapons, and that's it. Or you can just go with like 1 weapon. It'll kill this dude. Basically, it'll just kill this dude, and then it's just gonna keep moving on. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Cyber Demon. So, now this is where the 2 combos come in. You can use, if you're going to look for health, you must have the cannibalism on here, cannibalism attachment, just to gain health. You parry, then start shooting. but then you keep just going. Basically, main guys, these main guys, you just want to keep moving. You do not want to stop. Do not want to stop at all. Keep moving. And then, yeah, when you get up close, you just shoot them with the rocket launcher directly. Keep getting the hits. So basically, I'll show you an example. And then when they get in, you can keep shooting them like that. When they get faltered, you can use the 1-2 attack. So basically, for regular guys here, let me do this in all one process. You can just like shoot. He's stunned. He's kind of, because here he shot his like 2 shots. He's stunned. 1, 2, 3. It should get him. It should get him in a state where you have to knock off the thing. But sometimes it like carries over like another punch, and it'll just like kill him. So basically, an all one process should look like this. Just like that. And it just gets rid of those guys, and it's just like a powered bumper. Remember, if you have like your gun's max weapon, it'll work perfectly fine. And remember, you can do this with the super shotgun. It's kind of just exactly like the super shotgun, just like you don't need any health or anything. So yeah, we're gonna scroll into our next demon, which is the how do you call it? The Cyber Demon Leader. Now these can be a pain in the butt because they have bigger spikes and you have to move faster, but you can't move faster, so you must block them. So run while blocking. So these guys, they're pretty simple too. I recommend using Super Shotgun or this. He's got 3 attacks, so you must avoid 3 attacks. So go in, block, shoot, ping, 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 just like that. He's gonna do it again. Block all of those 3. Give him a shoot. But here, let me actually show. It's so you do kind of do that. So look at my guide. Look at this first. Basically, like imagine my super shotgun was the rocket launcher, right? So basically, you should just do something like this. And then, yeah, it should just get him out. But actually, let me do one that's successful. Just, let me do one that's successful for you guys so you can, like, understand how it works. Same, just like that. Get the fuck out of here, boy. Now, okay, so these guys are kind of painful in the ass. They're kind of like a nightmare. So think about them as like a marauder. Like, so just like replace your head, like replace your thinking back in Doom Eternal. How the marauder came out of the border. Now think about like Doom Eternal. No, think about Doom the Dark Ages, kind of just like that, but these guys come through here. Imagine dealing with 3 of them. They were pain in the ass. So this is the quickest thing you can do against these guys. And this is the safest way too. I kind of feel like there's no other combo to these guys except for the Super Shotgun, this gun, but also the Impaler. These are the 3 best options. Or you can do you can do some of these other guns. Just so I could recommend like doing the Accelerator, right, when he's up close. The Ravager, just to get extra health back. And there's nothing else, and then just like the change is fine. It's just like he's gonna be really quick, and I just don't think it's worth it. But yeah, this gun can help too. Just make sure you have that one attack where you're able to throw the shield at him, where it explodes, and it's pretty good. But yeah, this guy just for heavy damage, both of these guns work. So moment he launches himself out in the air, you go up, ping, 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 ping. Your charge. It's basically like that. It's real simple. So I'll explain how I did it, how I killed one of those guys. Well, I'm gonna show you a demon that one of my friends kind of got a little. His name is Spanish. He got a little jealous just because I dealt with one of the hardest pain in the butt guys, because it takes like 20. It takes forever for him just to kill him. So I'll show that later. But basically, what I did to the thing is basically he launched at me, he jumped, I gave him a super shotgun shot, then I charged in, and then I gave him the 3 punches, and then I gave him another, like, I shield charged into him, and then, yeah. So, it should be just, but if he does one of those attacks, you should be able to do that. So basically, it just works like this. And then if it doesn't work like that, you can just imply whatever into him. But if he starts to just ram you with those one type of attacks, wait for the falter, get that attack. So basically, I'll show you an example what I mean. So basically, if he starts to do one of these attacks, so if he starts to just do, so here, you just I'm gonna let him come over. Oh no, he's not. So come on, give me your 1. Wait for his falter, then you bing, bing, bing. It should have 2 ever. Then, and then just like that. But you can. That's one of my other tactics to use. But there's another combo you can use. Remember, you can do this with this gun or whatever gun. Just keep firing at that thing while, like, you know, parrying, and then until you get this full. Basically, you can do something also like this. Shotgun shot, and then you just parry whatever, and then give him another shotgun shot. It should basically look like this. 1, 2, 3, and then you can just ping, 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 ping. Just like that. It's pretty simple. It's really, really simple. You can basically turn one of those guys into your worst nightmare, into a little teeny ant on the floor that you can just stomp on. They're pretty easy. You can barely take any damage to them if you start knowing how to, like, do combos. And then, yeah, this is basically what the rocket launcher does. This is basically the safest with the rocket launcher, because so when you throw something, you use the rocket launcher, and remember, this is kind of like the safest way. Or, so that's kind of one of the combo. You can do whatever combo on here. Just do the safest route combo. So basically, it should go like this. When you throw something charged, shoot, shoot, shoot. You do not use your fist. He is fast. You cannot calculate it. You bing, go, shoot, shoot, 1, and then you know, you get the plan. You just kill him at the end right there. But yeah, that's how you deal with those guys. They're pretty simple. Pretty simple. So I recommend doing that about those type of attacks on them. Now, the next demon that we're going to be talking about is the demon that I said that my friend kind of got a little jealous of, because he had to spend. It took him 20 times just to kill him, and it really is. It's pretty simple, actually. You can use the Impaler or this gun, or I think you can include the chain shot on this one. I'd recommend Ravager is kind of dangerous to use, but it can get good. And then yeah, any cycler, this gun just not worth it. Just get up close with them, do your thing. Basically, this is what you do. You can turn you just looking at my screen, like, how do you turn those guys really easily? Like, how do you just turn them into, like, how do you just turn them into, yeah. So basically, I'm gonna show how this actually works. So, you parry their attacks until they get faltered, then you shield charge them to get the damage. You shoot them with the super shotgun bullet, then you start just hamming them with the fist. So basically, it should look like this. Basically like that. If I took a hit, that's totally fine. I'm totally fine to do it, something like that. But another safe route just to do it, actually, you should just do something like this, the main way. Which is, like, so you charge
Get them in their, well, you get out close, get them in their faltered state, charge, then ham them. And then when you're done with your, like, all your melee attacks, you shoot them, give them a shield charge, and then they should just be in their faltered state. It's kind of game over for them. So, yeah, just so what it is. Actually, hold on. Because I'm showing you many tactics you can do on these guys. I'm telling you, like, the heavy demons can have, like, more attacks than other demons. So basically, I'm trying to say you can do this. Hold up, let me start that one real quick. It's basically like that. That's basically how it works. You do something like that, copy the technique that I had, and then, yeah, it just works like that. It kills them pretty fast. Now, our next, this is the same demon, but it's kind of a little tougher, because there's two types. You got the champions, and then you got the leaders, and then the champions. Champions are harder than leaders. So we're gonna deal with the leaders. Just basically, you use the same tactic on them. Just repeat the cycle on them. Repeat it. Just scratch out, like, so you repeat the cycle. Just scratch out, like, here. I'll show you it. I can't really explain it. So and then you'll know what I'm trying to say. That one you can include like a shotgun bullet in it. So, alright. Basically, if they do like a heavy attack, that if they do a heavy attack, you can shoot a bullet, then you can start parrying, and then when they get their stun, you just melee, and then you repeat the cycle over again, and yeah, it should just look like something like this. Just like that. It's just like kind of like a repeated cycle. But that's the quicker way. That's the expert way. That's how you know how to, like, when they're gonna be timing. Like, so yeah, the repeating way basically is actually on the other guys. So I'll show the other guys. Yeah, let's go all the way down here. Let's include these guys. Oh, hold up. Let me get him down here. So basically, you do the same tactic, just like, it's kind of like a repeat. This is when you use the repeat tactic on him, because he's got like 2 states. So, yeah, remember, shoot, get close. If he's gonna do that thing where you can't stun him, give him a super shotgun bullet, charge into him, and then start parrying, and then when he gets insulted, you just start punching it, and then redo the cycle, and then, yeah, it should work. So basically, it's just like that. You just repeat the cycle, and then you'll get them killed. And then if you want to do that with the shotgun or any other gun, any other gun is fine. Just don't use the Ravager, the chain shot, or the guns that give you like far range, because he's going to be blocking all of them. And the other guns I was talking about, it's just going to be this like slow thing. So yeah, don't do that. Now we're going to our last category. Now it took a long time just to get this done, you know. So we got Komodos, and we'll get to those later. Komodos. These guys, they're kind of simple. So basically, if they're not in close range and you don't, like, you can basically switch them over. So before I explain this gun, I'm finally using this gun.
grenade launcher. If he's far away, try getting direct shots on him. Get direct shots on him with this gun. If he starts to get close, quick swap to the super shotgun and try getting him in his filtering state. Just punch, punch, punch. Repeat the cycle of parrying him, keep parrying him, and it should kill him. But if you need health, you use the grenade launcher when he's coming back. You switch to the Ravager, or you switch to the grenade launch, not the grenade launcher, but the rocket launcher, and yeah. So, but basically, my tech, you just do this. Just like that. And then I'm gonna show it from the other side how it works for, like, but yeah, that's quick swapping. But basically, the fastest way is just swapping the grenade launchers. So, everybody's seeing how slow I was, how I was doing how slow I was for that. But this is for the grenade launcher now. So, see how quick I'm. Just punch, punch, punch. Get that in there. And then, yeah. You do something like that. Remember, this is for experienced players. Only come back when you start to learn, because I'm not starting to say my combos anymore, because it's just, yeah. Basically, what I did was give him the grenade launcher shot. When he starts to get close, switch to rocket launcher or whatever gun that you think is going to be best. You parry his attacks. If he does a heavy attack and he still doesn't get stunned, shield charge and then start parrying his attacks. And then when you get him faltered in, you start giving him the punches. Then when you knock off one of his parts, you just repeat the cycle of parrying, and it should kill him. Now we're going to be talking about the what is it? The Komodos, but it's the leaders. Now the leaders are kind of like another pain in the butt type thing. So you need it's same tactic. Just I think you need to repeat it 3 times or 2 times, but it's going to be longer shots. He's right behind me, isn't here? Says me. Like that. So yeah, it's told you he ain't gonna just falter down real quickly. And then yeah, you get him in that state. You can sneak a couple punches in there, but yeah, it should just kill him like that. I don't know what's up with these guys, but yeah, it kind of works with other guns. You just use the same tactic, and then yeah, it kills them too. Up next is hold up. No, I think it's the same guy, just a champion, I'm pretty sure, correct? Yep, I'm correct. It's just Komodo champion. So yeah, okay, Komodo champion. They have more health, they have more everything. They're tougher. So it's gonna take a longer process to get through them. So you need to So yep, he starts to get close, you just... If you run out of ammo, it's fine, that's why he comes in with a heavy attack, and then you just wait for his heavy attack, and then yeah, you should be just able to... Yeah, just like that. Komodos, they can be simple, it's just talk about the what type. The longest one is probably the leader. The leader is the longest one it basically takes. But yeah, the other ones you can use like Ravager, but Ravager I did like in campaign. It is dangerous. Do not do it. That's only if you want to get health and you just want to be risky with it. But chaining and pushing yourself to the limits is a good thing. Now, okay, the vagaries. Vagaries are pretty simple.
Is that a snake?
Vagaries, you only need one gun for this. You just need the cycler or the chainsaw or the Ravager. Or don't get close and personal, just use the Ravager, just kind of low far range, just calculate.
But basically, I use the cycler a lot. So basically, if you want to, so just get the range, get away from him a little bit. If he starts coming close, you just practice shield. Parry his attacks if you can, and then yeah, it's just pretty quick like that. You just shield open, yeah. That's how you basically deal with that guy. Pretty simple. Let me restart the campaign, not the campaign, but the encounter, and show you what it'll do with this gun, because this gun's quicker. This gun can be quicker. Just like that. But yeah, I just do cycler when I'm just like in like a horde and there's one of those guys, because like it'll carry the chain type, carry the chain just over. So yeah, that's why I recommend it. So I basically do that, and then we're gonna do the other guys. Now this is complex. You need to time. It's about timing and everything. This is the last guy on the list before I talk about other stuff you can go do. Last guy on the list, which is the same guy. It's the Vagary. So now, the Ravager can really deal with this. If you know how to, like, I recommend equipping the heavy so it can later it faster charges up. But there's like a moving penalty, but it's fine. You'll get health. It's kind of like unlimited health, but yeah, I'll show how it works. So basically, when he gets in that stun factor, you try getting around him, and then the moment he gets back, he gets back up, like you see him moving around and get back up, you give him punches. You give him punches, and it'll give him back in that state, and then yeah, it should just kill him. So it's basically kind of like this. You can jump a little bit. So it's kind of like that. The moment he gets back up, you just give him punches, and then yeah, it kills him like that. Here, let me restart the counter just to show how it actually is supposed to be, like it's supposed to look. Like you can, I think you can do this front side or back side. I just recommend the back side. That's because where his main health is. And then this is one last show before I give everybody tips just to become better. Yeah. See, he's back in his form, and then yeah, he kills him just like that. That's how you guys do it, guys. One more thing I'm gonna be talking about. I'm just gonna be playing a little bit, you know. So yeah, you can hear me just talk, and I'm just gonna give advice to everybody. Number one thing. Rewatch the video a couple times. Number one thing, rewatch it, because some of these tactics are one of the best tactics to use, and they get like really dirty. Like you can see me in this. Like I'm just using all my text that I basically showed you guys in It's controversial, and you can learn this tech, like every single tech, by just rewatching, studying how it works, and remembering to knowing how to use the shield and mastering the shield, because the shield is a big thing, and that's the big thing in the game that's protecting you, and you need to be protected by these games. By it. And actually I forgot this about the miscellaneous. When you're fighting, strategize a little bit, because that's what the Doomslayer does. He strategizes the things before he just bluntly goes in. It's number one thing you should do is hold up, what am I trying to say? Go around the edge of the map instead of going in the middle of the map. That's basically every tip. And it's highly recommended because, like, you don't want to go out in the open. That's when all of the demons can just attack, you know. And then help just remember about these guys. These guys are painful, and well, they will get painful, and it's just a thing. But if there's like, so they waited out for me. That's perfectly fine. Thing is, if there's multiple of the same demon and they kind of do get difficult, I'd recommend just using something that will give you health, because that's like kind of almost the right thing to do in this situation, because they kind of do get hella hard. So it's a good idea to do something like that. And then you can your own ability, you can start creating your own attacks, and they like your own like quick swapping, and it gets better over the time. And when you start learning what the game mechanics can do, it gets even better, and you're just gonna become like a really good like Slayer player. You're gonna become like, you're gonna feel like the Doomslayer, because you just learned like how to just do this, and just know how to just practice it, and because Doomslayer, he masters all of his stuff. He mastered all of his weapons, and that's why you are kept alive, because I tell you that's like the main thing that like some of the stuff you can do, because like I told you about cannibalism and the Ravager, because they give you health. Like that's what the Doomslayer will be doing if he's low health. Also, I recommend practicing over again. If you feel like you left something, like you forgot to like include something, go back, watch it, and rewatch it. And then if you feel like this is too simple, which is a good thing, I want people to see the text that I create like be pretty simple, because like the simpler they get, the better you'll just get out this game. And it's just a good thing to do. Sorry I keep dying a couple times, but like this is with these texts you can become good, and some texts can't work all the time. You can't expect it to always work, because it's practice, and you need to learn how and what you are doing that is affecting it. But also it can be just game mechanicals, or like it just can be like just how the game works on itself, So don't blame yourself or the game for, well, if you're doing it, I guess you can blame yourself for that, but like if you feel like something's off a little bit, yeah, it's fine. Just remember, if it comes to the same guys, or there's like two difficult guys, you need to use the rocket launcher to give that splash damage. So I'll just complete this round, and then I'll show everybody what. I'm not really the best right now. I'm kind of little. I haven't been at the game, but I showed you guys these texts because it's just really important, and I think because some of this stuff actually nobody knows about this, and they're not spreading about this, and I actually want this video to be spread out to every Doom player, because the shielding mechanic, like. That's why people are like, hey, what the fuck, why, how come, like, I parry, but flippin', like,
they be parrying, like, right? They parry and their shield breaks and like they're like, what the fuck just happened? Remember, the thing in the game you need to remember, if you keep like bringing out your shield many multiple times, that blue thing that like comes out of it will like disappear, and the moment you're parry with it, you're gonna break your shield. And nobody knows about that actually. And it kind of, it's like, wow, I can't believe nobody knows about this. It's like, I think I should spread that, but also give out tips on like every single demon that you should do. But also, um, I recommend, so just for best advice, to complete Doom of the Dark Ages, get the campaign done of Ultra Nightmare. Um, the moment, yeah, I recommend exploring every single secret in Ultra Nightmare, practicing these like techs, doing it over and over again. Here's the thing. I only have 207 hours in this game, and I'm already like a top tier type like Slayer, and I can learn really quickly, and then that's why it's like, wow, you got so many low hours, but like you just play like this. Remember the gameplay I was just showing you of me? I haven't been playing this game in a very long time because like I completed Ultra Nightmare and just be done with the game. Discipline, everybody. You need to keep playing the same game harder, get better and better, because if you leave that game, you're just gonna lose it. Remember, I recommend going back to the video, looking at it, and my second reason is why. No, don't cancel the second reason. Back to the thing I was talking about, where explore every single secret so you can complete the game, get the gold. And first, you want to master shield. And then when you master your shield, I guess you could get a couple upgrades that'll give you like shield, like the combat shotgun. You can get that upgraded. Then you want to master your what was it? Master your fists, how to use them, how to use the filter system, what I call the filter punch, and it'll just get you like really really far into the game, and it gets you better. Basically, I recommend, if you're going to be using combos, like the main combo you use is the super shotgun, then the impaler, because they're really good, and you can carry those other techs to like other like switch abilities, and they get really good. Um, but yeah, you master those, then you master rocket launcher. But like, I'd recommend getting the rocket launcher, like what was it, cannibalism? Yeah, cannibalism. Try maxing that out. But yeah, make sure your impaler, super shotgun, combat shotgun, your accelerators, and then cycler, and then yeah, the rocket launcher, whatever gun maxed out. But yeah, I recommend the order to be like super shotgun, impaler, then you got the accelerator, then oh wait, hold on, no, hold on, I'm trying to say accelerator, then the rocket launcher, then you want to do combat shotgun, the grenade launcher, then you want to do the just rest, and then yeah. My second reason why did I want to do this video, just to provide any stuff, is because well, I just find me.
That's what I basically.
I'm on the first page. I share this video because the DLC for Doom the Dark Ages, I don't know what date. Hold up, what day is it? It is the June 4th. So Doom the Dark Ages is like, trailer is going to be like around June 7th, and I want you guys to practice this before the DLC comes out, and I want you guys to get your Ultra Nightmare like campaign done. There's a trick to doing Ultra Nightmare. You can, before you die or anything, you can just leave the game, go back into it. It's completely normal, because like they even say like if you're about to die, you can exit out and then just redo it.
Why did they put class of 2030?
But yeah, I really care for y'all. So see everybody later. And this was a good video of like a 1 hour stuff. So it's gonna be taking long just to get this edited. And yeah, just make it look good. See everybody on the other side, and
good day in hell. Hello everybody. I'm back. This is probably like 3 days or 4 days later from working on this video and posting it. It's been 3 to 4 days working on it, and I forgot to input the settings in here, so that's why I'm back. And yeah, I'm just gonna give you my settings basically. Originally, this is all on. I turned tutorials off because I think I don't need it anymore, and I've already been like advanced at the game and everything. But I might turn tutorials back on because Doom the Dark Ages DLC is going to have some new stuff, especially like the spear stuff. And yes, this was the day, and I'm saying this right now to this day. I'm saying it on the day when the Doom the Dark Ages trailer released, and I'm probably going to turn this back on the moment it comes on. Objective markers should be always on. Auto sprint, this is an actual thing I turned on before I joined the game because I don't want to actually be holding my finger down. It'd be painful. For people out there that like their slow-mo, you can turn it on any percentage you want. I just turn it to 0 so I can like practice with that because like in a real life situation, I feel like I want it fully like realistic and everything. This is the parrying and melee slow motion. So like when you're parrying and like you're meleeing, you're basically having that slow effect. And I turn that to 0 because I've already practiced with that. Like I think I don't need it anymore, and I'm just on with my guide. Auto switch and everything should be like on there like that. I turn. I don't know. Wait, I can turn the. Yeah, no. Whoever's if you're really good at changing the enable parry recolor, go for it. I'd recommend not changing it unless you're really good at like recoloring like the thing. Go ahead for it. But I kind of like my green type of parry color. My favorite color is black, but like I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't be able to see. But it's whatever. I got environmental screen shake still on. I think they should still allow you. I only have camera shake, only 30. Still, I want to feel like that realistic thing, but you can switch it how you want. I got 0 on that. I got shield throw seek on that, and then I think this gives you more stuff. The important setting I was talking about in the beginning of the video, how I was saying about that green arrow. The screen effects, and then enable magnify off, enable HUD on, face avatar style, inputs is on, the reflections is on, and shooting. You can copy that down. I'm not gonna say all that. And high contrast mode is on. I really like when my game looks realistic, you know. And then so this is the thing I was talking about. So if you look at the picture that you see that everybody sees that like green arrow right there, that's basically that's what I was talking about. You can have this off, you can have this parable only, or you can have it fully on where you can see the attacks and the parable. But if you're really skilled and you really don't mind about the attacks, I just turn on parable so you know which attacks to parry, just in case the parable attacks actually do save you. And if you're new, I guess you can turn on the fully on, but it's just whatever. When I joined the game, I was like, yeah, I'll just go on with parable. So yeah. Always on screen for the objective maker or whatever retype style is normal. Hit markers are on, and then subtitles enabled scale just to see what they're saying, you know. It really don't matter. And then, so, okay, basically I have this scaled. I try to in the 90s fine with that one. So basically, when you can have this 100 or 90, I prefer 90 or 100. And then this is me practicing, so like just remember this, clip this. This is me practicing. So this is my practice mode. And about 80 or 100 for that one. And then just 100 to on that. That's when I'm fully engaged with the game and everything like that. So yeah. So make sure music volume is 100 if you're playing the game good. and the master volume is just at like 60 if you want to like practice up, you know. Don't have that. Um, you just don't want to have that distraction, you know. And then mix options, Slayer, just whatever. That's what they give you. For me, I feel like the game is a little slow, so that's why I put on horizontal sensitivity 100%, and then 100% on that one, elixir acceleration 100%, and then invert everything just off. Okay, so everybody is looking probably at my aim assist. It's off because I don't think I need it. Just like in Doom Eternal, I'm 100% sensitivity on those two. I really don't need it anymore. It just doesn't feel with me. Um, just remember this is on PlayStation 5. It kind of like feels a little wonky, but I played longer on a PlayStation 4. Remember my PlayStation 5 was I paid for it half, and yeah, it's just for other. And then aim assist strength off. So like if you're new to the game, keep it on. But when you're like years of experience or you're like your months of experience and you're really good with your aim and you feel like it's kind of sticking to the enemy too much and you feel like you just can go without it, go without it. That's us pros. That's what we do. We turn aim assist off. That's why you see my aim. It kind of it might have felt a little wonky a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were watching or anything like that. Or if it looked really good, yeah, that whole entire time I had aim assist off. I'm not an aim assist person. But if it comes to other games that gives you high sensitivity, I'm gonna turn this on. But yeah, just this game, which was like really slow. It's just. But yeah, the 100% sensitivities and everything, they really don't affect you that much unless you want it fast. A vibration intensity, I think I turned this off. I don't know, but I kind of want to feel the experience, you know. Vibration, I know like we shouldn't be feeling it, but without the vibration for so long on this game, or like we're just without it on this game, just doesn't feel right. So I keep that on. Adaptive triggers, this killed me a lot. I turned that off. Invert, and then just all this stuff just off. I have 180 on here because I just feel like the game, like you don't quick swap that much, so that's why I just have this at 180. I don't want to be like, you know, like I don't want to be like quick swapping that much because this game just doesn't allow you quick swap that much. You can copy those and Slayer controls. I didn't change nothing in Slayer control, so they're basically all the same. You can switch them up if you want, but I'd recommend not doing that. But if you feel like it doesn't feel comfortable, go ahead and change them. Just look into all of them. And yeah, you'll be all right. Video. This is really important. I know if you're on a short TV or a big TV, I've ran into this one streamer. He's got a really cool. He's got a really cool like. He's got like an Agadon hunter, which I respect. But like, still, I play on a small screen and I go field of view 120. It's really good. I don't know why people get affected by this, but you can affect it how you ever want. But the best view of this game is like 120 because you can see everything out. I got this on the chromatic aberration, depth of view, sharpening is at 10, film grain is at 0 because I don't think I need field grain. Gamma, you can set it how you want. I really don't change anything. You can change anything, like you can go like mid, like that, or like I could set it like this. Like I could just do that. I can barely see it. I could set it like that if I want, but I keep it like this. But I might change something around here. Like I think everything's fine. And then you got I turned off motion blur off because motion blur is just horrible. And then I got I don't know what's called Detronif. I like colorblind rendering mode. I'm not colorblind, but I just really don't like the colors, and it just doesn't feel right. So yeah, I just decided to switch those, and that's basically how I play. It gives you really good graphics and everything. If you have a fast moving game and everything, your graphics will sharpen, and it's really good if you have something like this. But yeah, you can change your gamma if you want. I don't. I don't feel like my game doesn't need to be changed at all since the settings on there is like that. But if I feel like it's Everdark, I'll just change it. And then I have environmental shake. Remember, this is all like the other stuff on here. Enable parry recolor. Remember, it's off. And Yeah, this is basically all the same stuff. Today, basically, this was the day I released this video. Things I want to talk about. There's probably no background music. Why? Because I feel like I might get like a copyright strike, and I don't want to do that. So everything was just like blank. I tried my best to edit stuff, and it just took a very long time. It was like a 100 minute, and I was like, wow, I didn't expect it to be this long, but it was this long because I'd be looking at other videos, and they're like 38 minutes of like guides. I was like, holy crap, you guys only look like that? But remember what I said in the beginning of this? I looked at it and it was like, oh, they really don't tell you anything like that. But it was fine. This was the same day where the Doom the Dark Ages trailer for the DLC release. It's called Doom the Dark Ages Revelations, and they be talking about really back stuff to it, and I'm really excited. Remember, if you see someone with if you see someone with this skin, that means they have the premium version. They get the DLC for free, which I really appreciate for the game for doing that. I really appreciate it. Even this skin and this skin, like if they have that, that's premium. People in the beginning, I think you guys should have got premium. Like the game was like $100, but like I think it was worth it for the DLC because the DLC, the trailer and everything was peak, and I just love it. It was really good, but yeah, sorry it took so long to get this out, and it's, I was busy, so sorry everybody. I wish I was able to get this out before the trailer came out, but I just had stuff to do and I was doing stuff. So yeah, I'll see everybody later to the next one, and yeah, this was a really good video post, man. See everybody later.